Hi, I'm Andrew Perry, and this is the Year of Opportunities. Now, this episode is all about animal control, and I was actually able to track down an animal control officer a little bit earlier, and just kind of interrogate her, see what they're all about.
My name is Mireya Martinez. My position is Animal Control Officer. I'm a corporal. The benefit of spaying and neutering the pets, it actually keeps the animals inside their house. They don't have that urge to jump the fences and go out look for friends. They stay inside their yard. It's healthier for them. If the expand of an animal is about 12 years, a little bit over 12 years, and they live a little longer once they're fixed, and it actually keeps the population low. The animal needs to be 4 months old to receive the rabies shot, which is what the state requires. And once you vaccinated your dog with the rabies shot, you can go into our facility, which is located in the city of Downey, 11258 South Garfield Avenue, and show proof of the rabies vaccination, and you can license your animal at 4 months old. The animal license fees are, if your animal it's not altered, it's $60. If your animal is altered, it's $20. If you're a senior citizen and your animal is fixed, then it'll be $7.50. Cats, if they're altered, it's $5. If they're not altered, it's $10. So feel free to come inside our office and license your animals. I also wanted to inform the residents here in Artesia that we do have low-cost vaccination clinic in Downey at the address 11258 South Garfield Avenue. We give vaccinations on Wednesdays from 8 to 9 o'clock in the morning and Fridays from 8 to 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's only for 1 hour. Microchipping is also free, and I would really encourage you guys to take advantage of the low-cost vaccinations, because you will be delighted with our prices. You are allowed to have dogs, cats, birds, rabbits, but you're not allowed to have chickens or roosters. This area is not zoned for chickens and roosters, so you will be in violation if you own them. If your animal is lost and you can't find him, we do hold the animal. If you do find him at our shelter on our website, we do hold him for 5 days. After the 5 days, they become the property of LA County Animal Control, and they can be adopted by other families. If your dog has a microchip implanted, then we will hold the animal for 10 days. But it is very important when you do microchip your animal, or if he's got the Avid chip or Home Again, make sure you have the correct phone number and the correct address, because we need your current address in order for us to send you a letter or either give you a call. So it's really important for you, if you're moving or you're changing numbers, it's really important for you to update those numbers and addresses. You can also go on our website, LA County Animal Control, click on Downey, because that's where he most likely will be, and you can view all of our pictures. Every animal that's brought in every day, it's pictured as soon as we walk in our shelter, and you will be able to view your animal if he is there at the shelter. If not, if you don't see it that same day he got lost, continue looking on our website, because everything's always updated every hour. If you see a dead animal on the street or in your backyard, the number that you call would be 562-940-6898, and that's our hotline. We are open 7 days a week, including holidays. We receive these calls every day, all day, all night, and just call that number and somebody will come and pick up the deceased animal. It's terrorizing your backyard.
Yeah. What do you do?
If you see a wild animal, as a raccoon or opossum in your backyard, if you see them roaming around in your yard and you see them constantly, that's because they're looking for food. If you have food trees in your backyard, you're gonna see them all the time because they're looking for food. So if you have orange tree, lemon tree, a peach tree, they will be roaming around at your area. And because it's wildlife, you can trap them. You can get a trap from the feed store and trap them, and you're gonna have to relocate them on your own. But we do respond to wildlife. If the animals are injured, we do come out and pick up injured opossums or raccoons. City of Artesia, we don't have that many problems with coyotes. If people have seen them, it's very seldom because we don't get those calls as much as we do in other cities. But if you see a coyote, you can, and if you feel that you're in danger, just stay away. Just stay away from the coyote. If you see more than 2 coyotes, definitely stay away because they will attack when they're in a pack. During a natural disaster, such as earthquakes or floods, I recommend for hopefully your animal is microchipped because that's another form of ID. The animal doesn't have his collar, then the microchip will actually save his life, or you would be able to relocate your animal by looking for him at the shelter. I recommend if your animal is under medication, I highly recommend you having at least 10 days of food and water for your dog and medication for at least 10 days in a survival packet, along with food for yourself and your family members. I will be leaving this emergency survival guide at City Hall. I'm leaving several pamphlets so you guys can stop by and pick this up. It has a lot of knowledgeable information for disasters. So I encourage you guys to come in and pick them up. They are free. So these will be available in the city of Artesia, City Hall. If you don't find any of these, you can go to our shelter and receive one. It is important for the resident to leave their first, last name, and phone number so they can be contacted just in case the officer has any further questions. Everything stays confidential. If you're calling on a complaint on a neighbor mistreating their animal or a dog getting out of the property without a leash, all that stays definitely confidential. We do not report when we go and respond to the call. We do not say who's the one that called or what reporting party is the one reporting the incident. Everything stays confidential, so it's really important for you to feel comfortable when you're calling, because it's really important for us to, if we have any further questions, for us to make contact with the person who's reporting the incident. The response time, it all depends on the service request. If it's an emergency, the response can take up to an hour or less.
Reporting from a very cosmopolitan city of Artesia, California. I'm Andrew Perry. Shalom, my friends.
You know, not all pit bulls are aggressive.
No.
But they have a bad name. They really do have a bad name.
Oh, okay.
But I was working in a very bad area of the county, and I called a vicious pit bull, and he jumped on me, started kissing me all over.
Really?
That happens to me all the time. And they're aggressive, and the deputies are ready to shoot. But it's the nicest dog ever.